night feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride away.
Nah, this story is wild. This story is wild, chat. So they basically caught him fucking this chick after people took pictures of it. Hold on, I'm trying to see. Y'all gotta hear this story. Does no one have like a summary of it? What the fuck, bro? No, it's the funniest shit ever.
Universities throughout the country will eventually be studying the manner.
Okay.
I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about them. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too. I am so sorry. I need to really stop killing my husband on television. I'm going to be divorced by Christmas.
Listen, I've called this a simpuation. He agreed to this. Like, whatever you need to do to become a bigger star in the media, pursue it by any means necessary.
3 days ago, Page Six dropped photos of Mike Vrabel and Diana Russini at a luxury resort in Sedona, Arizona. We made a video about it. You guys watched the hell out of it, and a lot has come out over the past 2 days. The story did not get smaller. It got significantly bigger. The original Twitter post of those photos has now past 8 million views. Every insider in the country has been forced to address it. Boomer Esiason questioned whether Russini's career can survive. Dan Le Batard said he was uncomfortable even talking about this. LaShawn McCoy went on TMZ Sports to defend them, and then somebody on Twitter built a full timeline of where Vrabel and Russini were that week, and what it shows changes the entire story. So here's what I'm gonna do. In this video, I'm going to walk you through everything we have learned in the past 2 days. In order, 3 witnesses contradicting the official story, a 4-day overlap nobody was talking about on day 1, a $2,000 a night adults only resort, a phone call from 2024 you need to know about, and this is the part that nobody on YouTube is going to touch tonight, the fact that this is not the first time Diana Russini has been publicly accused of getting way too close to a source. This also happened 11 years ago. The wife of an NFL general manager said it on Twitter, and we're going to get there. So if you guys want to stay up to date with this bizarre story, make sure you're subscribed
to the shit.
Hotel Bungalows that night. Both on everybody. Okay, so if you missed my first video on this, I'll give you a brief summary. On Tuesday, Page Six published photos of New England Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel and the Athletic senior NFL insider Diana Russini at the Ambient Resort in Sedona, Arizona on Saturday, March 28th. The photos show them holding hands, hugging in a hot tub together, and dancing on the rooftop of one of the hotel bungalows that night. Both of them are married to other people. Both of them gave statements claiming the photos lacked context and that they were part of a group of 6 friends. The Athletic backed Russini publicly, and the Patriots said no comment. That was Tuesday. Now it's Friday, and now almost everything in those statements is now being challenged. Here's the single biggest piece of new information over the past 48 hours, and it is buried in the original Page Six article that everybody only half read on day 1. I want to walk you through it carefully because this matters. Russini's defense, her entire defense, the whole thing she built her response around is that the photos do not represent the group of 6 people who were hanging out during the day. That's her statement. 6 people, a group. She and Vrabel were just 2 out of the...
Yo, chat. Don't we all just know? Yo, let me tell you this. Every head coach is fucking... Yo, let me... Bro, we just got to get real. Every boss is fucking their assistant. Every head coach is fucking like a secretary or like some female trainer, you know what I mean? Some massage. Bro, come on. If you work in especially professional sports and you're away from your family, like at least half the time, of course you're going to get some pussy on the side. Your wife should be able to understand that and at least be able to be like, listen, if you bitch, just don't fuck that one bitch because I hate her. Any other bitch I don't give a fuck about. Everybody, the players, all the players is cheating on their wife. All of them. The thing is, I ain't gonna lie to you. They better men than me. Because every time when I try to cheat, I get caught. These niggas, they be like they really like usually put some effort into not getting caught. Me, I don't give a fuck. But all of these niggas You wait till you go out of town. Everybody knows it. When you go out of town, that's why you get your wife pregnant. You leave her at home with the kids, and you go out of town with some other chick. She might be married, but you're in the guts. And that's the best fuck. Here's the thing. You get the pussy, that nigga get the problems. Let's keep it a beam. Feel me? Mike Vrabel is running through her guts, giving her all type of bakas. You get what I'm saying? Choking her. Back shots. Bang, 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 bang. Straight up. And it works perfectly here. He got a wife. She got a husband. They both bitching about each other's situation. They get drunk and go back home and be complete bitches to their actual person they're with. Everybody know the side nigga and the side bitch get the best dick and the best pussy. Straight up. So they're having a good time. I don't know why this is always news. Every coach is doing this. Every coach. This is why it's called a work trip, nigga. Work trip is for your side chick. Everybody knows this. I don't want to live in a world where Mike Vrabel or any other coach can't get some side pussy when he's away. Supposedly, he's supposed to read the game. Like, he's supposed to be reading the playbook, the game plan. Fuck the game. Shorty looks alright. She looks alright. Well, you always got to compare her to his wife. I guarantee she's a little bit hotter than his wife. And I guarantee he's
6.
He's not hotter than, he's probably not, well, he might be hotter than, in her mind, her husband, but he's definitely richer. You know these bitches pussy get wet to money. So it's like, oh, Mr. Vrabel, like, his status, money, soaking wet. She's probably dating, her husband's probably a fucking loser. You know what I mean? Like, these bitches, their pussy don't even get wet for a nigga who's a fucking loser. You know what I mean? She gets wet for the big boss. She gets wet for the Super Bowl winner. You feel me? His wife is probably like a beluga whale. Yeah, she gave him some kids, but his bitch left herself. Like, she probably like, I guarantee, chat, I've never looked at this story before. His wife fat as shit, and she's dating a loser. She wants to fuck on the big boss, the Super Bowl winner, and he wants that little fine thing. You know what I mean? That's fine shit over there, at least for his age. Guaranteed. Vrabel ain't winning a Super Bowl? Vrabel won a Super Bowl. Wasn't he on the Patriots? Everybody was winning on the Patriots. He got 3 Super Bowl rings. He's a winner. The fuck? He's a winner. Look, Russini. Look, chat. Husband. Loser. Guaranteed. Corporate executive. Like, he's successful. You know, white chicks is not like black people. Like, a black chick will fuck a millionaire and a bum. Like, her pussy got no type of medium. This chick, she's only fucking 6-figure niggas, but still, the 6-figure lame, the loser, that's a corporate executive, Kevin Goldsmith. All right, let's Google him. They don't even have a picture of this nigga. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is her husband. And when I say loser, I mean loser in this sense. Bro, bitches like dysfunction, man. I keep telling you. Sometimes you just got to keep your girl mind active, bro. You got to stress her out intentionally. This nigga look like he's too good of a dad. Look at that. Exactly why she cheating. He's too good of a dad, bro. He's too good of a dad. Yeah. Yeah, he's making good money. He's probably too good of a dad. Feel me? Too square cut. You know what I mean? It's always the good guy that makes her honest woman, puts her in a fucking wedding dress, gives her 2 beautiful kids, takes family pictures. But she's looking at him like, you're fucking boring. Boring. To her, she's a fucking loser. To her, you're a loser. All of this, you gonna get her married? Nah, in her mind, she don't give a fuck about that, man. The nigga she wanted to marry didn't marry her. So in her mind, this is the fucking loser she's with. Honestly, he doesn't look like a dweeb or nothing like that. He looks like a normal guy. He looks like he's a good husband. But this type of chick, this is why I always say this, man. This is real talk I'm giving you. I'm giving you the game right now. Never have your bitch around. Your bitch shouldn't even be kicking it with your boy. Like, with. Anytime your girl is with niggas in higher authority, like, women are attracted to the boss. Straight up. That's why if your girl, like, works any type of job that she, I mean, bruh, her field is sports. She was either gonna fuck a player, a coach, or a fucking owner. To her, like, she's not black. So, again, I tell you, black chicks will fuck a literal bum that's on EBT and then also fuck like a celebrity. Like, I don't know. Sometimes, like, it doesn't make sense to me. A white chick, her pussy, there's a entrance fee, nigga. And for her, you could tell it's 100,000. And not on some 100,000 flashing on the gram. Corporate executive, make sure you're doing good, whatever. Straight up. But here's the thing. That's not what only makes her pussy wet, because she don't date broke niggas anyway. She don't date broke niggas. You feel what I'm saying? She ain't black. She don't date broke niggas. So what makes her pussy wet is that if she, what does she do? I don't even know this chick. She talks sports? Yeah, she wants a fucking athlete off like HGH to fucking ram some. Yeah, she don't want the fucking hedge fund nigga, the corporate executive. Boy can't change a light bulb. She wants the nigga that's bench pressing 350. That's all she's around. Testosterone, pheromones. This bitch is like in heat the whole time at work. She's not coming back home to a pudgy nigga. Like, she not with that. Yo, if your girl works as a fucking, like, you know, like your girl work for the team, bruv, she want an athlete, nigga. If you ain't an athlete, she don't want you, nigga. She just with you just cuz. She athletes, nigga. Straight up. You got your bitch walking around with all type of panty. She got to change 5 panty liners. That's how wet she getting when she with these motherfuckers. Mike Vrabel, like, doing all these fucking curls, 200 pounds. Bang, bang, bang. When you get to the dinner table with her later on, yo lame ass is telling her, baby, listen, yeah, I think we got this huge corporate deal. She just watched Mike Vrabel do a bunch of squats, and all she could think about is licking his fucking salt. She don't give a fuck about what you got going on. Her, that's what I'm telling you, man. Trust. Yeah. She want this.
H6 talked to actual witnesses at the hotel, and what those witnesses said does not match what
She probably got some good pussy, too. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, too. Bitch like this be having that good pussy. A chick like this, I've had a chick like this before. Like, and she had a man. When you fucking her, you actually be like, yo, your man be fucking you? Like, real talk. Like, yo, you ever fuck a girl, and you know she got a man, and the shit is so good, you gotta ask her, like, wait, is he fucking you? Like, you almost hitting it, and it feel like you're the only nigga hitting it. Real talk. Like, you in that bitch like, oh, man, this shit is fire. She probably got that good. Let me look at Vrabel's wife. Washed up. Respectfully. Washed up. It's only so long I could get hard thinking about the 25-year-old version of you. Washed. I'm good. When I get to work and I catch that little petite ting, Yo, ladies, let me tell y'all this, man. Y'all only got like, 2 jobs in life. Raise the kids. No, 3. Raise the kids, take care of the home, and look good and be fucking sexy for your man. The moment your man, I always tell any girl this. I remember I said this to a girl because she always thought, only a young stupid girl thinks that, I'm in my 30s now. So like, when you're in your early 20s or like teenage years and you're dealing with another, teenager, whatever, like say y'all both 18 or 19, like a girl might think that like her pussy's like some special shit. Like she's giving you a gift. Like her fucking you is like a gift. Like you need to work for it. I always told, like, I remember it happened with one chick. I told her, I said, listen, the moment I stopped asking you to fuck, because she was like kind of almost like, I don't know, like she almost making like this a reward. Like I'm a fucking dog. Like, hold on, I'm holding the pussy as a reward to make sure you act right. I told that bitch, I said, the day I stopped asking you for the pussy, this shit was done. Like, yo, I was good. Like, you know what I mean? Like the day of niggas. So ladies, I'm giving y'all free credit right here. The day a nigga stop asking you for that puss, that mean you look trash. That nigga dick not getting extra sturdy for you no more. It's over. It's over. He's already in some other box. He's chasing another bitch. Like, I don't care if you 75. You gotta make sure your nigga wants you. Straight up. Somebody said vice versa. Nah, it ain't vice versa like that. It ain't vice versa like that. Because women and sex have different type of things. A woman will stop fucking you if she feels you're not handling your business as a man. A bitch could not cook, could not clean, but if she look good and she look good and she look like we ready to fuck. We ain't gonna be like, I ain't fucking you because you ain't cook. Who's doing that? Come on, stop playing, man. Like a girl will be like, yo, my pussy's dried up. I'm not in the mood because you're not doing things outside of just appearance and just pure physicality. In the history of time, I've never seen a nigga say, bitch, you ain't make me a steak. I don't want the pussy. Never happening. Straight up. Telling y'all the truth. Y'all want to hit? Never. A bitch might be like, yo, I told you I wanted you to bring my car to the shop, blah, blah. So you roll over, you trying to fuck with her. Not in the mood. She not in the mood because she's just mad. You ever show up to the crib like, yo, I thought you were going to cook. All right, fuck it. I got to order Papa John's. Nah, I ain't want my... All right, man, I'm good. I had to order out. You ain't make... What? Even harder when she ain't cook, nigga. Like, yo, she ain't got no reason to be tired. Let's go. Yeah, niggas, we don't give a fuck about that. So ain't no vice versa. A woman attraction and sexual, like, how horny she is could be affected by other things. You know what I mean? You buy her a purse, into infinity, my nigga. You ever done some good shit for a girl and she's on a different level, like the attitude, the fucking, bro, she like she's literally like to the point you're like, your shit is melting. You're like, hold the fuck up. Is my into chocolate fudge? Yes. That's what I'm saying. Bitch can put a different attitude with it, like the different neck bone working. Like, you're like, bitch, you got 2 tongues? Like, you got, exactly. That's what happened when you do something good for the girl. So a woman, her type of sexuality is based on 20 things. I've never seen a nigga who said, you ain't do my laundry, I don't want no pussy. What? If anything, we think opposite. I'm gonna fuck you till you make me a meal. You ever fuck a bitch so good she said, hold on, I'm about to go get you some food. Yes. Dick control, yes. So we think opposite. We fuck a bitch till she do what we want. We don't get mad because she ain't do what we want and don't fuck. Oh, hell nah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Trust. All right, so this is the wife right here. She done fell off a little bit. She not really like extra bad, but like, you gotta realize, females, here's the thing too. I'm giving free game, but it's only for my chat queens. Yo, always notice the other bitches your man is going around. You feel me? If he got a secretary, you better look better than that fucking secretary. Or you better be freaking. You got it, like, even if, of course, they're not romantic. But you got to realize this is what he's seen and being tempted by every day. In a man's brain, even doing regular work with women, there's constant shit fired in our brain tempting us like, damn, she look good. Damn, she look good. Oh, damn, she smiled at me. You got to give your nigga enough reason for him not to cross that line of loyalty and try to fuck this bitch. Facts. Like, if your man work with a chick, you know what I mean? Like, and she look a little good, you better send that nigga nudes all day. You better lie in them texts. Yo, babe, I'm playing with myself. You better take his mind off the hot bitch that's in the cubicle next to him. Otherwise, he gonna be macking it to her the whole time, nigga. You feel me? Trust me. He macking it. Yo, you gotta keep his mind off of that pussy right there. Or else the whole work time he gonna be macking it to her. And then, shit, first time they go out for drinks, he fucking her. Straight up. I'm telling y'all the truth. Anyway, y'all gotta believe me.
He said.
But anyway, she got that fire, I know.
3 separate eyewitnesses told Page 6 that they did not see Vrabel or Russini with any
Nah, she don't look good right here. Jesus Christ, that nose. Holy.
other people. This is 3 people, 3 different accounts, all saying the same thing. They only ever saw Vrabel and Russini together, alone. And then there's this quote, which is the one that's been getting passed around on Twitter for the last day. When one of those witnesses was specifically asked if they saw Vrabel with a group of friends, meaning the Page 6 reporter went and asked the question directly, the witness said, and I'm reading this exactly, no, he was with a girl. Now, I want to be precise about what this means and what this doesn't mean. The witnesses are anonymous. They're talking to a tabloid, so we don't know who they are. This isn't a court of law, but 3 independent witnesses publicly contradicting the central piece of Russini's defense is a huge problem for her, because her defense was specific. She didn't say the photos don't show what they look like. She said there were 6 people, a specific number, and now 3 different people are saying,
no, there weren't.
and here's the real problem. Both Vrabel and Russini sent unnamed friends to Page 6 to back up the group story. A source close to Russini told the Post that she was on a hiking trip with 2 female friends. A source close to Vrabel told the Post that he drove up with a close friend. So now you've got 2 anonymous friends of the principal saying one thing and 3 anonymous witnesses saying a completely different thing. But these 3 anonymous witnesses were actually at the hotel. This is not a game of he said, she said. That's a 5 against 2 head count. And in a pure credibility contest, the
G-Nack said they should both get a divorce and be together. Wasn't that happening? It happened with like the Good Morning America people. Was it Good Morning America or some other show? Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, the pussy gonna hit different if you leave his wife. Like you need compare and contrast pussy. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've had a side chick I made the main, and then like the pussy wasn't hitting the same no more. Cause the pussy became everyday type pussy. It's like, oh, okay, this is the pussy I'm supposed to have. Like the side chick pussy hits different because you ain't supposed to do it. And especially it hit even better. Yo, when another man's bitch, I don't know what it is, man. It's like something in your brain is like, yo, bro, this shit is hitting. Feel me? Now when she's your bitch, like, you're like, oh, it don't hit the same. I'm gonna keep it a bean. A chick, I know I'm being a little crass, but we on kick right now. A chick pussy is better when it's another man's bitch than when it's your chick. When it's your chick, when it's another man's chick, trust. This is why you're not supposed to make your side chick your main. Because you're going to downgrade the pussy.
The people with no skin in the game beat the people who got phone calls asking them to.
Somebody says he's 49 though. Bro, this nigga's on all type of testosterone and shit like that. Like, bro, like, come on. You know these niggas taking steroids and shit, bro. He horny as a motherfucker.
Vouch. Okay, now here's the part that got me when I started digging, because everybody, including me in my first video, was focused on what happened on Saturday, March 28th, the day of the photos. But the photos are only one day, and once you look at the entire week, the story gets significantly worse. A guy named Jonathan Bowen on Twitter, a Boston area Patriots fan, by the way, not some hater, built a complete timeline of where Mike Vrabel and Diana Russini both were that entire week, and it went viral. Yardbarker, Total Pro Sports, and a few other outlets picked it up, and the timeline tells a story that the day one coverage completely missed. Here's the week as we now understand it. On Thursday, March 26th, Vrabes flew into the Phoenix Sky Harbor. On Friday, March 27th, he was at Arizona State University's Pro Day in Tempe. Now, this is normal. That Pro Day was stacked with NFL coaches and executives because the league meetings were opening in Phoenix the following Monday. John Harbaugh was there, Kevin Stefanski was there, executives from all 31 other NFL franchises were there. Vrabel had legitimate work reasons to be in Arizona. Friday afternoon, after the Pro Day, Vrabel drove 2 hours north from Tempe to Sedona. Why? Sedona is not a stop on the way to anywhere related to the league meetings. Sedona is a destination. He drove 2 hours in the opposite direction from Phoenix, where the league meetings were about to start, to check into the Ambiente Hotel. And the Ambiente, let me tell you about the Ambiente Hotel. The Ambiente Hotel is not a hotel where you take 6 of your buddies for a casual hang. The Ambiente is an adults-only boutique resort. The bungalows there run up to $2,160 a night. And here's the part that matters the most. The rooftop decks where Vrabel and Russini were photographed dancing are accessible only from the bungalows themselves, meaning if you're not staying in that specific bungalow, you cannot get to that rooftop. So the night photos of them dancing under the stars, that happened in a private space attached to a bungalow. It wasn't a public area of the hotel. Whoever was on that rooftop was either staying there or was specifically invited up. So that's Saturday, the photos drop. And then Sunday morning, the story we now have is that both of them checked out and drove back to Phoenix because the 2026 NFL Annual League meeting was opening that day at the Arizona Biltmore. Vrabel was there as the head coach of the New England Patriots. Russini was there as the senior NFL insider for The Athletic, covering the meetings for her job. And they worked the same building for 4 straight days: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Vrabel doing media availabilities and meeting with other coaches. Russini in the press area gathering scoops. The same Arizona Biltmore, together in a professional capacity. Immediately after the weekend they spent at a $2,000 a night adults-only resort dancing on a private rooftop. And then again,
$2,000 a night. I ain't gonna lie, man. At that point, man, I'm pulling up with the Diddy heated baby oil, honey packs. You're not like, yo, we having a good time. Like 2,000 a night? Oh, now I got to get my money's worth. 2,000 a night? Yep. We getting to it.
one of her sources at a hotel as they were working an event together. Now guys, I would not be doing my job if I didn't provide the receipts that people were gathering on Diana Russini here, but I can't really analyze these clips because, well, you can make an argument that they're being taken out of context, and I don't...
All right, hold on. Let's get to this updated story.
Take accountability for my actions, the actions that caused a distraction to the people that I care most about. You know, my previous actions don't meet the standard that I hold myself to. My family needs me this weekend, and that's where I'll be. But I'm confident in the people that
that sounded like a man that was getting facts.
That we have. I'm confident in the preparation.
If there's a part 6, it'll be because something new broke. Not because I'm stretching this for views. I'd rather end a series one video early than one video late. And right now, after today's presser, this feels like the right place to pause.
Okay guys, I don't even know what to say at this point. I really thought the last video was going to be the final video. I really didn't think there was any world where we'd get something even crazier to continue this storyline, but here we are. I know some of you guys are a little annoyed about this storyline. In my defense, it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. And I need the people that like this series to get my back in the comment section, because I can understand people wanting us to go back to talking about football. But on Tuesday, Mike Vrabel stood at a podium and said this.
With that being said, You know, I've had some difficult conversations with people that I care about, with my family, the organization, the coaches, the players. Those have been positive and productive. You know, we believe in order to be successful on and off the field, you have to make good decisions. That includes me, that starts with me.
We made a video about it. It has been 3 days since then. Since that video, 3 things have happened that I promise you guys, I didn't see this coming. One is Mike Vrabel has announced that he is stepping away from the New England Patriots indefinitely to seek counseling. He will not be in the building for day 3 of the NFL draft. The head coach of the Patriots is leaving to go to therapy. 2, and probably the craziest part about this entire video.
Yeah, these niggas be so soft, bro. Like, nigga, what type of therapy gonna help you to stop cheating on your wife, nigga? Like, what?
Is Page 6 has published an entirely new set of photos. We got some photos from Sedona, yeah, but these videos aren't from 2026. Guys, this is from a bar in New York City in March of 2020, 6 years ago. Photos that show Mike Vrabel not only touching Diana Russini's arm, not only leaning into her, but these two were caught red-handed kissing at a Tribeca
I told you the pussy was fire.
Tavern in Manhattan at a time when Diana Russini was still at ESPN and Mike Vrabel was still coaching the Tennessee Titans. This was 6 months before Russini got married.
These are the best type of side chicks, man. Hold it down for 6 years. Oh, man. Perfect.
And 3, Mike Florio at Pro Football Talk is now publicly asking whether ESPN needs to review Russini's reporting from the years she worked there. Because the 2020 photos don't just expand the timeline, they raise questions about every trade scoop Russini published while covering Mike Vrabel's Titans, including one specific story about Julio Jones that I'm going to walk you through today, because it sounds a lot like the A.J. Brown storyline that we were covering in part 1. So make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn on our notifications on A.J. Brown to the Patriots all offseason. When she was caught, she coordinated her statement with Mike Vrabel, saying that she was there with 6 friends, but she couldn't provide evidence to her employer. As a result, she resigned. He spoke on Tuesday and admitted that he had difficult conversations with his family. That is parts 1 through 5 in a few sentences. It's very dense and I did my absolute best. Here's the latest. Let me track the arc of what Mike Vrabel has publicly said over the last 17 days, because when you lay it out in order, the progression tells a story that no single statement tells on its own. On April 7th, his statement to Page 6 was, "These photos show a completely innocent interaction and any suggestion otherwise is laughable. This doesn't deserve any further response." But 2 weeks later, he said this at the podium.
You know, I've had some difficult conversations with people that I care about, with my family.
And then late on Wednesday night, less than 24 hours after that podium appearance, a third statement. This time it was released through ESPN. As I said the other day, I promised my family, this organization, and this team that I was going to give them the best version of me that I can possibly give them. In order to do so, I have committed to seeking counseling starting this weekend. This is something that I've given a lot of thought to, and is something I would advise a player to do if I was counseling them. 3 statements in 17 days. From
calling this laughable
to
I had difficult conversations with my family
to
I'm going to counseling.
you do not seek counseling over a completely innocent interaction. And allegedly, just so we don't get sued, if you look at these photos, especially from the ones from 2020, this does not seem like an innocent interaction. You do not leave a building during the NFL draft, a draft where your team has 8 picks on day 3, by the way, to go to therapy over something that was laughable. That word, laughable, is doing the exact opposite of what it's supposed to be doing right now. Every time someone reads that original statement and holds it up against the counseling announcement, it makes them look worse, not better. So Mike Vrabel is stepping away from the Patriots indefinitely. Elliot Wolf, the team's VP of player personnel, will be running the entire 3rd day of the draft alone. The Patriots currently own 8 picks in rounds 4 through 7, including 2 in the 4th round. These are the picks that fill out a roster, guys. These are the picks who decide who makes the 53-man squad. And the head coach, a 2-time coach of the year, the man who just led the greatest single season turnaround in NFL history, will not be in the building. Defector put out a statement on draft day, and I think this is the cleanest statement of the situation that I've seen from anyone. We're clearly at the point where both Diana Russini by resigning and Mike Vrabel by telling us all he's getting therapy have acknowledged that something more than innocent hand-holding between professional acquaintances was going down at that resort. But neither have said so directly. That's exactly right. Nobody has said the word, but based off of the way they're acting, I think we can all agree that that it looks like something went down. Okay, now here's the development that rewrites the entire series, because everything we've covered for the last 2.5 weeks has been about one weekend, March 28th, 2026, the Ambiente Resort, Sedona, Arizona. That's been the whole story. One weekend, one resort, one set of photos. That changed on draft day. Page 6 has published a new set of photos showing Vrabel and Russini together at Tribeca Tavern in New York City. The photos are from March 11, 2020, 6 years ago. Per the Post's reporting, the two of them were at the bar for at least an hour in the early hours of that morning. The photos show Vrabel touching Russini's arm and leaning in toward her. Now here's the context that makes this so much worse. In March 2020, Mike Vrabel was married. Same marriage, same wife, Jen, same 20 plus years. And Diana Russini was 6 months away from marrying her eventual husband, Kevin Goldschmidt, the man who is the father of her two sons. He was not yet engaged, she was not yet married, but she was in a relationship that would become her marriage. And she was photographed at a Manhattan bar at 1 in the morning with the head coach she was actively covering for ESPN. And when you just take a look at the clips Diana Russini has said about her husband over the years, I mean, I feel so bad for Kevin.
I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about them. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
It's like a Kosh wife right here. This is crazy. Like, yo, what?
I am so sorry. I need to really stop killing my husband on television. I'm going to be divorced by Christmas.
You know who lets me know my marriage is falling apart? My mom. We've signed up for this, and we're getting divorced at the end of the year.
Stop. Breaking news.
Don't say that.
It's hard. He doesn't even know who I am right now. We've never been more disconnected in our lives. Our text messages look like two robots. Hello? Hello.
Just go through the motions. Is he
Safe?
getting
Yes.
getting
Boys
Eagles
alive?
insider in the divorce?
And here's the part that changes the entire frame.
Crazy, bro.
Work of this story. Until draft day, we were talking about one weekend in 2026. Now we're talking about a documented timeline that stretches across 6 years, 2 different cities, and this is the critical part, 2 different employers for Diana Russini. In 2020, when those bar photos were taken, Russini worked for ESPN. She didn't join The Athletic until 2023. That means the relationship, whatever it was, predates her entire Athletic tenure. It started at ESPN, it continued at The Athletic, and it was happening while she was covering Vrabel's teams at both outlets. Mike Vrabel at Pro Football Talk made the point on draft day that I think everybody in the NFL media is now thinking about, but very few are willing to say out loud because, well, possible legal repercussions. The first set of photos were from her time at The Athletic. The Athletic is now reviewing her reporting. The latest set of photos are from her time at ESPN. The question now becomes whether ESPN will be reviewing her reporting. ESPN has declined to comment. Florio asked them directly and they didn't respond. All right, now here's where I need you to lock in. This is the section that ties the entire 6-part series together because there's a very clear pattern going on here. I've been telling you since part 1 that the A.J. Brown to Patriots trade reporting was the real story hiding underneath the photos. Per Florio's reporting at Pro Football Talk, here is a specific example that is now getting scrutinized. In May of 2021, about a year after the New York City bar photos, Russini reported for ESPN that the Atlanta Falcons had discussed several trade offers for Julio Jones, including an offer of a future first-round pick. That report, under a headline saying the Falcons had a first-round offer in hand, created a clear impression that Atlanta had strong interest from multiple teams that could command a premium price for Jones. Guess who ended up trading for Jones after that reporting? The Tennessee Titans, Mike Vrabel's team. The Titans acquired Julio Jones from the Falcons for a second-round pick and a fourth-round pick, which was significantly less than the first-round offer that Russini's reporting had suggested was on the table. Now, if you've been watching this series since part 1, this should sound extremely familiar because what I just described, a reporter publishing trade market reporting that creates a specific impression of a player's value, while that reporter has a personal relationship with the head coach of a team that is trying to acquire that same player, is the exact same pattern that we identified with A.J. Brown and the Patriots in part 1. In 2021, Russini reported on the Julio Jones market while covering Vrabel's Titans for ESPN. The Titans ended up getting Jones, and they ended up getting him for way cheaper than what she reported because other teams were probably spooked by the price. In 2026, Russini reported on the A.J. Brown market while covering Vrabel's Patriots for The Athletic. The question of whether the Patriots end up getting A.J. Brown is still pending. June 1st is 5 weeks away, but it's 2 different players, 2 different teams, 2 different employers, 6 years apart, the same reporter, the same head coach, and the same pattern. As Florio put it, given the relationship between Vrabel and Russini, it's not crazy or reckless to wonder wonder whether her reporting was directly or indirectly connected to the effort to help the Titans get Julio Jones on the best possible terms. And if that's true of the Julio Jones reporting in 2021, it bolsters the suspicions about the AJ Brown reporting in 2026. That is the question that ESPN is now going to have to answer, because the 2020 photos prove the relationship was active during Russini's ESPN years. Her Julio Jones reporting came after the 2020 photos, and the trade that followed her reporting directly benefited the head coach she was photographed with at a Manhattan bar the year before. ESPN declined to comment when Florio asked. I'm going to be watching that silence very carefully over the next week, because The Athletic originally declined to comment, and we saw how that ended. So as we were working on this video, right when we thought the timeline was as bad as it could get, TMZ dropped a bomb today that fills in the last gap. Now, I want you to remember, TMZ originally passed on the original Sedona photos. They now published their own exclusive image of Mike Vrabel and Diana Russini at the Beau Rivage Casino in Biloxi, Mississippi. The photo was taken shortly before midnight on January 31st, 2024. That is 3 weeks after the Titans fired Mike Vrabel. Now, here's the detail from TMZ's reporting that I think is the most devastating part of this entire story. The person who took the photos says that he recognized Vrabel at the casino and snapped the picture, but they did not recognize the woman next to him. They assumed, based on their body language, that the woman was his wife. A complete stranger with no knowledge of the Russini story, no knowledge of the Sedona photos, no knowledge of any of this, looked at Mike Vrabel and Diana Russini together at a casino in Biloxi and naturally concluded that they were married. That's how they looked together. That's how they carried themselves. The witness didn't even realize it was Russini until the Sedona story broke weeks ago, which is kind of crazy because this interview just resurfaced of Diana Russini asking Mike Vrabel about his wife.
Your wife, Jen, is a superb athlete.
I would say used to be.
Maybe used to be, but she still got it in her, I'm sure, the way you do. Which sport do you think Jen could beat you at now?
Ping pong.
Ping pong? Have you ever done it with her?
I get too aggressive.
Yeah, I
can't. And after it's 2 volleys, I just try to.
So according to TMZ, there was no visible PDA, but the witness said the two were quite comfortable together, drinking and chatting with other gamblers. And when Vrabel got up from the roulette table to go play blackjack, Russini followed him. They were there together for at least half an hour before the witness went about the rest of their night. So now you have the complete timeline laid out in front of you, and it looks like this. March 2020, a bar in Manhattan. January 2024, a casino in Mississippi. March 2026, a luxury resort in Arizona. 3 locations within 6 years, 3 separate witnesses or photographers. Each time the two of them are alone. Each time the body language reads as a couple to the people around them. There's one more thing about the TMZ photos that matters from a media angle. Remember, TMZ passed on the original Sedona photos from page 6. They hesitated. Dave Portnoy went after them publicly for it. And now, less than 3 weeks later, TMZ is publishing their own exclusive casino photos. They went from "we're not sure about this story" to "we're breaking our own photos." That editorial reversal tells you TMZ has decided this story is real and it's not going away, and they're not going to let page 6 own it alone anymore. When TMZ commits to a story, the story has reached a level of cultural saturation that simply doesn't come back down. I honestly think the previous part is very important to football purists, but I want to talk about one more thing before I get to what's next. Page 6 also dropped a second batch of new photos on draft day, and these ones are from Sedona, from the same weekend as the original photos, March 28th, 2026. The photos show Vrabel and Russini having breakfast together on the patio of the Ambiente Resort on Saturday morning. The photos show no one else with them, and per the Post, multiple unnamed eyewitnesses again confirmed that Vrabel and Russini dined alone. Now, sources close to Russini told the Post again that they were joined by a group of friends, but the photos show nobody else, and the witnesses, once again, say that they were alone. This is now the 4th round of photos from this story, the 4th time witnesses have contradicted the group of 6 defense. The original Sedona and rooftop photos, the breakfast photos, the 2020 New York City bar photos, and in every single set, Mike Vrabel and Diana Russini are alone. There's no group, there's no friends, there's no hikers. It's just the two of them. At a certain certain point, the defense doesn't need to be argued against anymore. It just needs to be held up against the evidence and allowed to collapse under its own weight. And I honestly think that we're way past that point. All right, guys, I can't really say this next part without laughing at myself because I really thought our last video was going to be the final nail in the coffin about this. I thought there was no way that we were going to get something crazier, but here we are. Here's what I'm watching out for in order to make a part 7 to this series, which might be the longest series on my YouTube channel. One is ESPN's response. This is now the biggest outstanding question in the story. The 2020 photos were taken while Diana Russini was an ESPN employee. Her Julio Jones reporting came after the 2020 photos. If The Athletic is reviewing her reporting from 2023 to 2026, the question of whether ESPN reviews her reporting from 2018 to 2023 is now on the table. Florio
Man, I heard she named her kids after the nigga, man. Is that true?
About a Mike Vrabel team. 4, and I guess this is new, is if we get even more photos. I don't know how on earth they got photos from March of 2020. I don't know who took these photos and decided to hold them this long and then release them to the public now. But Page 6 has now published 3 separate batches: the original Sedona set, the breakfast photos, and the 2020 New York City photos. The pace is accelerating. It's not slowing down. I said on part 2 that the original photos always carry the subtle implication that there could be more. Fundamentally different. Russini was covering.
All right, man. Okay. Mike Vrabel, man. Will the team be mad if he just kept to the beat and be like, yeah, I cheat on my wife, so what? Nigga went to therapy, all that. The biggest problem with this whole story is that the nigga he hasn't won as a coach. I think if he was winning as a coach, like what's that cheating ass nigga who cheated on Neil Long? He's like a winner, so he could cheat. You know, the problem isn't cheating, Chad. The problem is winning. Like it's sports. You know what I mean? Like you need to win to get these privileges. Obviously, it's not gonna look good for the brand, but you know. It would probably sting less, and also you probably would not lose his job. I don't know if he's gonna lose his job, but clearly the NFL draft is going on now. Oh, that's what chat. I know like 5 bitches that's in Pittsburgh, and I'm like, what the fuck is in Pittsburgh? Yo, these scallywags have migrated to Pittsburgh to try to pick up a future prospect NFL player. Like this is crazy. I'm like talking to yo, what the fuck are you doing in Pittsburgh? Oh, you know, I'm like, what? Oh, you know, like, this is crazy. Anyway, all right, chat, man. I'm getting off here, man. I shouldn't have killed the mainstream, but the LeBron shit was too epic, man. I'll save the other like mainstream hip hop topics for tomorrow's stream. But it's Friday. It's 12:30. Y'all go enjoy your lives. I'll be back on tomorrow. All right. In not 3 days. Y'all gonna see me tomorrow. I gotta do what do I have to do tomorrow? I forgot what I gotta do. Anyway. Thank you guys. Jalen, thank you for the order. Oh shit. By the way, no bullshit. I'm gonna write a handwritten. Well, I'm gonna see if Verselli could work with this. You guys have gone so crazy on the merch. I'm going to try to send you guys a handwritten note or something like that, or, you know, a personal note. It's going to be personalized to everybody who, you know, if you bought like 5 items or more, I got you. Thank you guys for supporting. And also, thank you guys for always being there for me and just kind of like being part of the chat. All right, chat, I'm getting off of here. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not going to say 30 for 30 until we get past day 5 because it's getting ridiculous now, but I'll be back tomorrow. All right, chat, love y'all. See you tomorrow. See you on Saturday. Peace out.